Wait, how much do the Avengers make? Let's follow the money.
We are now taking your Marvel questions with the hashtag Marvel Questions because we have answers. And this time, we asked you for your Avengers question.
Ooh, I like that. We got this one from @GaryTallBloke on Twitter asking who pays the bills, including property damage, and how do the Avengers get paid, and who pays them? Hashtag Marvel Questions.
Okay, those are 3 big questions. Thankfully, tall fella, we've got answers for you.
Yes, we do. Yes. All right. So first part of his question, who's paying for property damage? That's a thing that happens in the Marvel Universe. Well, when it comes to New York City, it's going to fall to the taxpayers.
I
Cover all
live in
those
New York.
You do. And so sadly, you would have to be paying for most of the damages. So like a shield comes to your window, that's on you.
It's as if you pay taxes. You don't pay taxes.
You'll never catch me.
She said on camera. Luckily, sometimes damage control will step in to alleviate some of the expenses by replacing property and stuff like that. And if you go abroad, the federal government gets involved. But what if you're a superhero and you're what I like to call obscenely wealthy?
That's the kind of obscenity I'm here for.
Exactly. Well, like Tony and T'Challa, they can just throw their bank accounts and be like, bill us. We'll nano print you a new skyscraper if you want. I'm
That's
sure they
so
can
nice.
do that. Right?
Yeah.
Sweet boy.
They absolutely are.
Okay, but that remains. The Avengers have expenses. They need tech. They need cool gear. Who's paying the bills? This actually got answered in Avengers Annual number 11 when the crew and Stan and everybody got real sassy and they were like, hey, we're gonna tell you how the Avengers pay those bills. Tony Stark set up the Maria Stark Foundation in the name of his mom, Maria Stark. They give a grant to the Avengers, which is a nonprofit organization. They also take a grant from the United Nations under the caveat that they get no say over their actions or what they do. Free money, please.
It's like, listen, give us this money. It's like, hey, can we find out what's going to happen with those operations? They're like, get out of my office.
Also, what's the alternative? If you don't give them money, you don't have the protection of the Avengers. Also, Tony Stark, you know, he's been kicking in his money for a long time, but Tony has gone away. So when he stepped away from the Avengers were like, oh no, who pays bills now? So T'Challa and Wakanda have really stepped up and filled Tony's empty spot as he hangs out being AI and not entirely a person.
All of this covers the operating expenses for the Avengers, but not necessarily the last part of the question we were asked, which is how much do the Avengers get paid? They don't actually really get paid for being an Avenger. Yeah, it's like it's not a career, it is sort of a public service, you know, the non-profit part of it. Robbie Reyes right now, who is Ghost Rider, he is sort of an exception to the rule. Thankfully, T'Challa, with all of his obscene amounts of money, he actually covers Robbie's costs of living because he has a brother, he has things he needs to do. Normally he's a mechanic, so that's really helpful. The rest of them, they kind of have side hustles. They have things that they do that helps them get a little bit of money. You got the Wasp is a world famous fashion designer, She-Hulk is a lawyer, Vision doesn't eat nor poops nor needs really anywhere to sleep. Captain America though, we think maybe he has a military pension. I would hope so.
Yeah,
probably.
he deserves it at least.
For sure.
At least.
You think his bank account's like still open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of interest on the like $4 he had in there in 1942. But it's an interesting question. I think they just don't get paid. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, no money for the Avengers, but hey, there you go. There's your answer. You guys, if you have burning Marvel questions, ask them and hashtag Marvel Questions. We'll answer them.
That's right. We'll see you next time.
I'm Lorraine.
I'm Langston.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Marvel.
Your universe.
Thanks for watching Earth's Mightiest Show. If you like this, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the Marvel channel.
Then ding that bell to get updates about new episodes.
Watch that video over there, and you can see who's going to be the next Iron Man.
But wait, who pays us?
All right, we don't get paid.
And I'm an AI.